Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations, peace, and blessings to the elect pushing the truth of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, this lesson is going to deal with sifting, right? We are constantly in a process of sifting through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He's the sifter, right? And what I mean by sifting is like you have a sieve, right? And you want to get a fine powder, so you sift through it, or you're sifting grain, and all the large lumps, they don't fall through. You just want to get that fine precious powder, or whatever you're doing. If you're making medicine for capsules, for example, right, you want to get that fine powder to fit it in. You don't want large lumps or twigs or barks, right, or whatever. You want that fine precious powder. So that fine precious powder alludes to the elect. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he's actually sifting right now within the house of Israel, within the house of David, right? And this is a response to video to a brother's question that he asked me to do a video on, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, hopefully I can edify. But yeah, man, a lot of things are going on to where it's a constant, and the Most High has his seasons. Sometimes the sifting season is heavier than another time, right? He has, but we're constantly sifting. He's constantly sifting, and you have to pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that you be found worthy. But at the end of the day, it's all through predestination. It's all predestinated, right? So you can't do anything, right? It's not of works, nor of him, like in Romans. Matter of fact, I'm going to start off there. That's a beautiful scripture, right? Because it's not of your works. It's not of your will. Romans. I'm going to start at 9 and 13, right? It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid, right? So he does what he wants to do, man. He's the creator. He's the director of this movie, right? Verse 15, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, meaning your will, oh, I wish I was the elect, this is my will, nor of him that runneth, all the works you do, right? You walk the walk, you don't just talk the talk, but of the Most High that showeth mercy, man. It's of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that shows his mercy, right? He's the one that that authorizes that, right? That if you're of the elect or not, right? So I'm gonna go to Amos 9, start at 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon this sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. How do we know that's going to happen? We're watching the news as we speak every day, and this sinful kingdom is referring to America, and it will be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, thus saith the Bible. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Israel, saith the Lord. So he's not going to destroy the whole house of Israel. He's going to preserve the elect. He's going to preserve that 1/3 remnant, but 2/3 of the house of Israel he will destroy, right? For lo, verse 9, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, right? So that's gonna come a time when the elect are gathered. You're gonna have elect in different pockets of the earth, man. You might have one elect somewhere up in Northern Ireland, some strange island. He's gonna sift you up. He's gonna sift you through the sieve. You have elects, different elects in different parts of lands that are just gonna wake up in that time and be risen up, man, right, and sifted. But right now he's sifting within the house of David, so to speak, meaning the brothers that are pushing the truth. The camps out there, and a lot of things are happening like that. So when you see the sifting process happen, right, you have a sieve, and you're shaking that grain and get the powder, and all those large lumps stay on there. They don't go through. alluding to the fact that, listen, you guys, you might have people that you come in the truth with, right? Or you're listening, or whatever your situation is, but they might not stay in the truth with you, and they might end up talking shit about you, or they might end up, whatever. You might not hear from them, or whatever the case is, man. And you were friends with them, you were really tight with them, man. You know, I can attest to that. Different brothers can attest to that. And yeah, I mean, obviously that, if you're real tight with the brother, that shit hurts. But at the end of the day, you have to have it in your mind that, hey, man, you gotta look towards the mark, man. Matter of fact, let me get another scripture. You have to look towards a goal, man. This is Philippians, I believe. Yeah, Philippians 3. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go to the point. 3 and 14. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling. Slack, is that the one? Let's see. God, 3. I'm gonna start at Philippians 3 and 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Yeah, man, many things that were behind, man. Oh man, yeah, we've been close for 5, 6, 7 years, man. This guy just fell off. Well, you can't let that bug you out, man. And if that does straddle you, and waver you, and you end up getting out of there, you don't make the cut, then you have been sifted, you have been separated, right? You have been, found not worthy for whatever reason. But if you go through that, because I remember I said this years ago, and I don't know really why I said it, but it was through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because a lot of things that happen on the highways, man, the Spirit will just jump on you. You think you might be going into one topic, and then all of a sudden, the only best way I can describe it is, brothers, you can describe it as well, but for me, it just feels just how the scriptures describe it, like a wind. A wind just comes right through and just picks it, just the Spirit just comes right through rolling, man. And you just get lifted up, and you just got to push what the Spirit tells you to push. That's the best way I can describe it. And I said the Most High will take out certain guys just to strengthen your faith. That's how bad the Most High is. He'll take out guys in the truth just to strengthen your faith, man. So this thing is not no game. It's not a joke, man. There's been a lot of guys that fell out that I knew personally, and that's, that should make you fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua more, and should strengthen your faith even more, right? Alright, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching unto those things which are before, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Mashiach Yahushai. I'm going to look up that word mark. Like you have a target, that's a mark, right? And you have an archery or a gun or whatever your tool is. The word mark is scopos, meaning an observer, a watchman, the distant mark looked at, the goal or end one has in view. You see, the goal or end one has in view. You have that goal. You have that. You have your sight set. On the kingdom. That's the goal, man. At the end of the day, So if a guy falls out, or you're for the brother that's listening, you're listening with the brothers, and this guy, he's been listening with you, been saluting each other, listening. And he starts wavering and getting shaken up, and you're kind of like, oh, what's going on with that guy? Don't worry about that guy. Worry about yourself, man. You gotta seek out your own salvation through whatever happens, through all the stormy weather, through everything. You have to work out your own salvation, man. You can't look at other men like that. And back to Amos 9:9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So he's going to preserve that. And I'm going to look up the word sift in Hebrew, which is the word nawai, which means to quiver, totter, shake, reel, stagger, wander, move, sift, make move, wave, waver, or tremble. Right? So he's shaking up the ground underneath your feet. Right? Under your feet. He's making you, you know, he's stirring up shit. So guess what? These are so-called trials when you might start coming in the truth, or even when you're in the truth, and these things never stop. And that's just one example of what I'm going into about guys that are falling out that you're close with. Other things are the hell you catch, of course, man. You know that the hell you catch is a big sifting process. Makes me think of another scripture in Matthew 7 and 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. That rock we know is the Yahushua. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. So yeah, you guys, you have a guy that falls out, and you start bugging out, but then you say, hold on, these things. That's why. Why do you think these scriptures are written, man? Romans 15 and I believe verse 4 tells you all these things are written for our learning. Right? So you be not taken by surprise. So all these things are minuscule, man. These are minuscule things that are happening. If you can't take these small things, how are you gonna take the chip? How are you gonna take them trying to force the chip upon you, or when martial law hits, or when chaos erupts in the streets? How will you take that? How will you be? This is all mental toughness training, man. The Most High is strengthening you mentally. That's where it all starts. From the mind, to the body, right? So how will you take those things if you can't even take a guy that falls out the truth, strongly, right? It says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. Right? So that was the point. And also when you go down back to the word sift, nawai, in Hebrew, you go down to Gesenius's Hebrew Chaldee Lexicon, and it says to move to and fro, to vacillate. And I looked up that word in etymology. Vacillate, that's a beautiful word, Let's see. Vacillate. Vacillate, to sway unsteadily, from 1590s, from Latin vacillatus, past participle of vacillar, sway to and fro, hesitate, meaning to waver between two opinions or courses. So again, like that video, the bug out post of why I left GMS Toronto, right? You have certain guys that are swayed by that, and rather than actually see, which that brother that I'm doing a video for, he did a good thing. He did a thing that I can't say that a lot of you other guys did. Guys have been in the truth for a lot of years. He came up and he asked straight face to face what happened, to a certain level, and he confronted it, and he wanted to know the deal. That's more than I can say for a lot of you guys, man, that go fucking around and pass videos and opinions and form your own gossip circles and start spreading talking all kinds of shit, basically, behind people's back, right? So you are waver between two opinions, man. You see this, and oh man, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? So what is the solution? You have to find out for yourself. Ask the man, ask the people, right? And really, it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That brother, he said at the end of the day, you guys are pushing the word, man. You guys, and I told him, man, listen, if we're wicked and we're not of the Yahweh Shem Yahshua, it tells you in Acts, right, that this work will come to naught, man. You'll see us get swept off the street, right? If we're wicked and we're hiding some great sin, and we will get swept up, man. You will see that happen, because this is not a joke. This is not a game. So you guys that are not built up on the spiritual level, that's another thing too. You guys that are hastening to be teachers and hastening to do this, you're gonna burn yourself out, man, because you're not experienced. You're not on the level, man. And when guys hear that, oh, look, he's using rank, you know, that just comes with anything you do in life, man. You know, anything you do, any discipline you take up, if you're not on the level to do it, and you try to do it, bad things will happen. Bad things will occur, man. Right? A good example I use is you see what happened in the UFC with this guy, this wrestler, CM Punk. He wrestled all his life, never competed in any amateur tournament, any karate tournament. He just trained for 2 years, which is a decent time, right? But he never competed. He never had that real experience. And what did he do? He jumped up straight into the elite level of UFC, and he got choked out in the first round. Period. Right? So that's what you guys are doing. You guys are getting choked out, man. You guys are choking on the meat, and because you think you're on the level, you want to start your own camp and do this. Yes, you can do that. There's no one is saying putting a gun. No, you can't do that. Do it. But you're gonna see what's gonna happen because you're unexperienced, man. You're not on the level, right? That's sitting out there, you know. That's sitting out there. But that's a good word, man, because you guys are wavering. A lot of you guys are wavering between two opinions, man, or two courses, right? You're not properly judging the things. And a lot of guys, when they hear some drama, some great bullshit, like for example, years ago, General Yohana, he said someone in our camp raped a 90-year-old woman or some bullshit, which I called him and another brother called him. We confronted him. We said, first of all, who's the witness? And you know, it went nowhere, right? Because there's no names given, there's no witness, there's nothing of the sort. And then everyone jumped on it. Why? Because it sounds so dramatic. Or wow, someone raped a 90-year-old woman. And really, all these guys, that's why I said, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. A lot of you guys heard all the shit that he talked on that video, why I love GMS Toronto, and you guys jumped on the bandwagon. Well, that's to your destruction, then, man. You know, and if you make any hastily action, you know, whatever whatever you do, you know, you gotta watch what you do, man. Right? So that was the word sift. Verse, I'm gonna keep reading until verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So now I'm gonna go to 1 Peter, and like I was saying, all these things right now, whatever position you are, if you're a position of authority, you have to judge right, and these things are precursors, right? Because we're gonna be kings and princes and judges of the earth, and kings of the earth. So if you can't judge small things and matters in your camp, you know, how will you be found worthily to judge great matters? Right? So all these things must happen. That's what I was saying before. You're not supposed to be surprised when all these things happen. Right? All these things are meant to happen. That's why we read the scriptures and it says there's people that come and crept unawares, false brethren, and that's what I'm saying. When a guy falls out, you kind of, but then what do? You run back in the tower. You run back in the scriptures, in the Bible, and you read and you say, oh, this was meant to happen, you know? And if you're a learned and study man, you already have it in your head, no, this is normal. It's normal. Right? It's normal, guys. 1 Peter 4:17, it says, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. So first, the Most High is dealing with his house. His house, the house of David, so to speak. And he's judging things within it, and he's sifting, and he's bugging people out, and he's casting. The Most High will cast stumbling blocks before people, man, just to make them not proceed, and that'll make everyone else fear. That'll make everyone else, that'll strengthen everyone else's faith. It says, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? Right? Verse 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? And we look up that word scarcely in the Greek. The word scarcely,
Strong's G 3433,
malis, which means scarcely, with difficulty, hardly, not easily. Example, scarcely, very rarely. So through difficulty, the righteous shall be saved, right? Through not easily. So all these things, these are small little things that you should jump over, man. And yes, sometimes it'll be hard because that brother was close with you, right? But guess what? This is normal, man. All these things are meant to happen. They're part of the scriptures, man. Right? Verse 19. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to Him in well-doing, as unto a faithful Creator. Right? So I'm going to jump into Luke chapter 22. I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, likewise also, Slakia, Luke 22:31, Slakia, verse 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Look up that word sift in the Greek. It means, let me see, I'm not going to read it.
Strong's G 4617, Siniadzo.
Siniadzo, which means to sift, shake in a sieve, figuratively by inward agitation, to try one's faith to the verge of overthrow. So he's going to agitate you, man. He's going to make troubles come on all sides of your life, and, you know, like, have guys fall out. Maybe their head might fall out, and you're just like, wow, you know, what happened? To try one's faith to the verge, meaning to the point of almost overthrowing you, if it's to build your faith. If it's not to build your faith, then you're just going to get overthrown, man. You're going to get rolled over, right? But if it's to build up your faith, it's going to be a great test, man. It's going to be a great hardship, right? And that's really a beautiful thing, man, once you go through it. And you praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, that you overcame that, man. That's a beautiful thing, you know? Right? So Satan desired to have him, that he may sift him as wheat. Verse 32, but I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. So a lot of you guys, your faith is failing, man. You just hear some shit, and really it's that pride, you know? It's that pride that you want to be on some level, and, oh, if I join this camp, I'm going to be at the bottom, and, you know, you guys are just looking at the outward appearances, man. You know, you guys are, you know, trying to gain vain-ass fame, man, and this truth is not fame. You know, I can tell you personally, this truth is about ridicule and humiliation, man. Mainly, you're gonna get scoffed at. You're gonna get scorned at, right? Especially if you're in a high position. You guys want to desire these high positions, man. I remember Apostle Tahar said some like that. He said, "It ain't all what it seems like, man. These high ass positions, right? It's just if the Most High put you in that position, you gotta execute whatever position He put you in. You gotta execute it to the best of your ability, man, and not play around with it, not teeter and totter and say, oh, you know, I can slack off there, or I can do this, you know. No, man, this is a serious thing, right? But I prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren, man, right? I'm going to keep reading. And he said unto me, Lord, I am ready to go with thee, both into prison and to death. So Peter was, you know, I'm ready, man. And he said, I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day before that thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me. So he said, hey, Peter, man, you don't even know what's going to happen. You know, you're going to deny me, man. You know. And he said unto them, which was his prophecy, and he said unto them, when I sent you without purse and scrip and shoes, lacked ye anything? And they said nothing. Then said he unto them, but now, right? So he told them, don't go with money, don't go with shoes, don't go with parchment, you know. But you didn't lack anything. Everything was provided for you. That's faith, man, right? Then said he unto them, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that had no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. For I say unto you, that this that is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors. For the things concerning me have an end. Right? He was reckoned among the transgressors. I want to look up that word reckoned. Right? So reckon means to reckon, count, compute, calculate, count over, to take into account. Right? Gone. You know, so Yahushua, he was again, that's ridicule. He's the son of the Most High, Yahweh, the Prince of the universe. You know, he can take down the Roman Empire, but he was ridiculed, man. So that's the highest position right there, man. Right? That's one, next to Yahweh. That's the highest position. So what makes you think you being in a high position, you're not gonna get ridiculed? So like I said, you guys go join these camps. You know who I'm talking to if you're watching this damn video. You guys should just shut off the video and just stop watching it, man. Go join these camps, and just await troubles, man. Cause you don't even know who the fuck you're joining. You guys are joining a bunch of wicked ass motherfuckers, man, that talk shit, and you know what I'm talking about, man. I'm gonna read this scripture, Sirach 19, which I was gonna touch, but again, it's the spirit, man. Sirach 19 and 8. It says, whether it be to friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives. So, like the brother said, Howard on the highways, you know these things. You know it in the world that you don't bring your business into the streets. And the scriptures are telling you, don't talk of other men's lives, whether it be to friend or even an enemy. And you just put that shit out, Kapayim, about why I left GMS Toronto. Well, that's you didn't observe this scripture then, right? Because you're just bringing up shit even to younger brothers that doesn't even concern them about old things that happened at the house, and these guys did this, and just minuscule things, brothers' diets. Like, what the fuck? That's what a woman does. It says don't talk of other men's lives, whether it be to friend or foe, and if thou canst without offense reveal them not. Right? Verse 9, for he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh he will hate thee. If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee, and be bold, it will not burst thee. A fool travaileth with a word, as a woman in labor of a child. This guy's travailing with words and ranting and raving for 3 fucking videos, man. And you think this guy's going somewhere? You think this guy's a righteous dude who fucking took a month off and then starts fucking going behind spreading discourse and stirring the fucking pot among brothers, man? You guys are lacking, and the guys that join them, man, which I perceive that dude is gonna join them anyway. If you don't get your fucking mind right, you guys that are joining them, you guys are just as bugged out as him, because you're not on the level, man. And I seen that when you guys come to camp, you guys want to be the top teachers in this, but when I ask you a fucking question, you can't even answer the question. Any of the brothers ask you a question, you can't even answer the simple question, man. But you guys want to be some top teachers, man. That's why this thing is a serious thing, man. This ain't no fucking joke, man. This is a very serious thing. This is a very serious matter. It says, verse 12, as an arrow that sticketh in a man's thigh, so is a word within a fool's belly. Admonish a friend, it may be he had not done it. If he have done it, that he do it no more. Admonish thy friend, it may be he had not said it. And if he have said it, and if he have, that he speak it not again. Admonish a friend, meaning you come up to him, man. You don't talk shit. So if something offends you, you can ask him what happened, and he can tell you, no, that's not what I meant, which I told you that. But you being a fucking bitch, you didn't accept it, right? And you kept talking your shit, right? Admonish a friend, for many times it is a slander, and believe not every tale. And that's for you young guys out there. Don't believe every fucking tale, man. You guys believe every fucking tale. You fucking believe mermaids are under the fucking water, man. Every fucking old wives' tale you guys believe, man. Verse 16. There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his mind. It says hard here, but we know his mind. And who is he that hath not offended with his tongue? Admonish thy neighbor before thou threaten him. And not being angry, give place to the law of the Most High. And what does the law of the Most High say? You got to establish counsel, man. Where there is no counsel, the people perish. Right? But you just wait till all the shit festers up. Motherfucker comes to camp and has a council outside where everyone hears, and it puts this video out where any and everybody can listen, right? Bug out, man. And you guys that are following him, I'm talking about Kapayim. Hey, man, you guys are not knowing the scriptures, man. And Kapayim just, hey, we're gonna see though. I'm not gonna talk more. We're gonna see. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yashai, we're gonna witness. I'm gonna keep reading in Sirach. It's Sirach 20 and 16. The fool saith, I have no friends, I have no thank for all my good deeds. Oh, good job, man. Pat on the back. That was a great video. No one's telling you fucking you're doing this good work and this, that, and you're just, oh, everyone hates me. I'm being persecuted. I'm being persecuted and all this bullshit. I'm reading it again. That's a bad scripture, man. Sirach 20:16. The fool said, I have no friends. I have no thank for all my good deeds. And they that eat my bread speak evil of me. Yeah, brother said I was poison. I don't know who the fuck said that, man. But whoever said it, I don't know why you didn't admonish him. You just said brothers, like the whole fucking camp said you got poison. Or yeah, what if I died? What would brothers? Man, it's a fucking demon, man. Alright, keep reading Sirach 22 and verse 20. Whoso casteth a stone at the birds frayeth them away, and he that upbraideth his friend breaketh friendship. Though thou drewest a sword at thy friend, yet despair not, for there may be a returning to favor. Which, hey man, this is past that. This is past that, because you already called us out that we're wicked and you cursed us out with the Psalms. So that's on you. That's not on me. I apologize to you, bro. I apologized to you on the damn phone. Right? And you just kept silent. You didn't say shit. Right? Verse 22. If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for there may be a reconciliation, except for upbraiding, meaning scolding, that's what that means, or pride, or disclosing of secrets, shit that people don't even care about, that happened where we used to live, or a treacherous wound. For these things every friend will depart. You see? So that was something the Spirit made me bring out. But this is for the brother, man, that's listening. The brother came down, I believe his name is Yabarai, if I'm not mistaken. That's a man of dignity and integrity, man. Because he came up and he asked, I want to ask you about a certain matter. He didn't fucking, make up his mind, and he followed what the scripture says, man. And that's more than I can say for you, Kapayam, right? That's more than I can say for you, bro, or the Issachar that joined you, or whoever, man, whoever that's watching the video, and are striving between two opinions. And you guys keep doing what you're doing, like the Apostle Tahar said. We're going to keep what we're doing through the Spirit and grace of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? We're going to keep doing what we're doing, man. Right? You guys that are being swayed and swindled and wavering, that's a beautiful thing, man. Because that's a sifting process. And that's one step closer to this kingdom being destroyed. It's a beautiful thing, man. So with that, hope the brother was edified, and whoever else out there was edified. Whoever was cut in the spirit, this is a sword. It's not a fucking foam baton or a sharpless sword. This is a two-edged sword, man. It cuts you to the asunder, right? A spirit. So with that, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Tamyad, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned the truth from. Salutations and blessings to the true Akim, pushing the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Until next time, I say Shalom.